Are you also doing this to your specific person? Yes, I know I said that. Usually when manifesting a specific person, our focus is often on he did this, she did that, etc. But lately, 2 or 3 of my clients have brought this up in sessions, and I thought we need to talk about this, especially now that I have launched my SP course. I want to make you aware of this. If you are also doing this, you can use this in the course or by yourself. The course is built in a way that the first part is all about identifying the problems and all the obstacles that might get in the way for your specific person manifestation. So this is very relevant there. The second part is focused all about manifesting the relationship of your dreams with your specific person, which is exactly what the course is called. The link is in the description box below if you want to check it out. And let's talk about what this thing is. Let me start by saying that we all have experiences, okay? And we all have our programming. So this is what happens sometimes. Like, this is exactly what my clients have brought up. Imagining your specific person the way that your ex was. Which means that all the problematic things, like if this happens in a good way, keep doing it. You want to manifest the good things. You want to imagine the good things. So, but this is not how it happens often. So what people are doing, and I think more people are doing this than they realize, please let me know in the comments because I'm super curious if you also do this. So you take your current SP that is a wonderful person. You met them, you fell in love with them. There's a reason you want this person. They may have done things that you don't like or show up in ways that you don't like, but you fell in love with this person. So this person is the best person out of all the people that you have met prior. That's why you want them, right? So you start, what happens then? The problem is that you start imagining them the way that your problematic ex was. You create either arguments or you start complaining in your head. You create a problem that this specific person hasn't done. But since you have the pattern from the past, it feels very real. And you can get mad and you can hurt yourself. And here you are literally hurting yourself because this person didn't do that. And we often do this in different scenarios, not only with specific people, but this one is very particular. If you are doing this, first you need to be aware that you do this. Hence this video. Now that I'm talking about it, you're hearing it, you are aware that you may be doing it. So if you do this, this is what you do. So you create scenarios with your specific person, problems that haven't happened, things that this person didn't do. But since you have the pattern, the programming, it's going to feel real. It's going to feel like this person, this is exactly what they do. If I say this, they're going to say this. If I do this, they're going to do this. It's all made up. You stop yourself, you remind yourself like, wait a minute, this person isn't even like that. And that will snap you out of this made up problem. This is one of the reasons why people end up having the same problems with different people. This is a pattern that every one of you know, either from yourself or someone you know, that you or someone keeps going from one relationship to another, always having the same problems. It's because we take our pattern with us. Another thing is self-concept, but this one is very tied to self-concept, because if you think about it in a self-concept kind of way, why would you think that your specific person, who is such a wonderful person, who is in love with you, will treat you like that? It goes directly into self-concept work. By the way, I have included self-concept in my SP course. It's all in there. So make sure that in general, whatever you're manifesting, whether or not you're doing this, make sure that you always imagine the things that you want and not the things that you don't want. This is the thing that you don't want to manifest. And even if it was real, sometimes I often say in my videos that people tend to imagine the things the way they are instead of imagining the things the way we want them to be. It's very easy to focus on the 3D, isn't it? You have to pull yourself out of it. But this isn't even the 3D, this is the 3D from the past. The past is always present as long as we keep imagining it. So in that sense, it's of course a present problem. It becomes a present problem. If you are do this. Pay attention to what you are imagining with about your specific person all day long. Is it something that happened? Or is it something that you just assume will happen, a problem that you assume will come up? If it's that, stop yourself, you don't want to manifest it. Change it. Tell yourself, this person isn't even like that, because that's often the case. And focus on what you want with this person. So this is, I find it very fascinating that it came up in the past week or 10 days. It has come up a few times during the sessions. And this is why programmings don't care whether it's real, it's not real, your assumptions, it doesn't matter, because if it has been an experience and it is a belief / an assumption, it is going to come up here and there wherever it can come up and convince you that this is the case. And it is your job to work with it. What you do with it is more important than you having this assumption, more or less. Meaning, just because you have this assumption, the problem comes up, it doesn't mean that you're either bad at manifesting or you're not doing enough work. It's just telling you, hey, by the way, you still have this pattern. Can you get rid of this? Because you want this beautiful person that you want. Also, remind yourself why you fell in love with this person, your specific person. When talking about specific person manifestations, we often focus on problems. And that is an important thing, because you identify the problems for the reason to get rid of them, not to spiral and get even more mad and hurt yourself even more and just keep yourself in that state. You identify the problem to solve it. But often we forget that you fell in love with this person for reasons. Remind yourself of that. Don't make up problems that aren't there. Remind yourself that this person isn't even like this. This was my ex. I am bringing the identity of my ex and attaching it to my specific person just because I have hurt feelings, which is important. This is why you solve the problems. This is why you get rid of limiting beliefs, right? And you focus on your end goal. And also remember, the last thing I want to say in this video, you give meaning to things. Regardless of 3D circumstances, regardless of your past experiences, you give meaning to things. You interpret things and you jump to conclusions, basically. You make assumptions about things. Especially if you don't know what happened, don't make up problems that weren't there to begin with. Make up assumptions that are helping your manifestation. It's in your hands. You decide what meaning to give it. It's an assumption, especially when you don't know what happened. Sometimes the reason I'm saying this is the person didn't reply or something usual happened that you don't like. You start making assumptions again based on experiences and based on self-concept. Make assumptions that you want to manifest. Give it a meaning that you want to experience. Always. This is in your hands. Everything is an assumption. Regardless of what happened, everything is an assumption. So I hope this was helpful for some of you. Please let me know in the comments if you do this too. Meaning, You take your SP and you create a problem that you had with someone else before, your XP. XP, why, where did the X come from? SP, specific person. X, that's where it came from. You take your SP, you attach a problem you had with your ex to your SP, and you create a scenario, a problem, and you hurt yourself. Stop yourself, tell yourself that your SP is a wonderful person. Remind yourself why you fell in love with them. Stick to your end goal. That's all. Always imagine the person the way you want to experience them, regardless of what happened, regardless of what you have in front of you. Always imagine the person the way you want to experience them. Do this with all situations. So if you're, again, interested in my SP course, check the link in the description box below. It's in the description. And again, just to recap, the first part of the course is all about identifying problems, every problem. The second part is solving the problems. We focus on your desired outcome and we work with different techniques of your choice. And I also give you a plan, a manifestation plan, very simple to follow by the end of the course. And happy manifesting. Always see your SP the way you want to experience them. This is key. Check the links below. Have a beautiful day and see you in the next video.